Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly, and here's another video of items that are for sale or for trade. Get with me. If you've watched any other videos, you know the deal. Anyway, this is for a Ruike P138B, and it's in 14C28N. Obviously, I do not have a box for it. And I'm trying to remember, this was a Brian knife. I don't even know if he carried it. I'm not a big fan of the clip. The aggressive scale angles and stuff for that is an oddball thing. I love the blade shape. The blade shape is friggin' cool. But I know it's probably not a huge dollar knife. It may be a $50 knife at the most, and without the box and stuff, probably, who knows. But it's a nice knife if you like a big knife. Different knives. Half of these we bought a long time ago, and it's probably a 50-50 chance that they may not even make most of these anymore on some of these. But the Ruike, I think Ruike, Ruike, is that how it's pronounced? Anyway, now this is a Rough Rider Reserve, and this is RRR 048. If you can't tell, this is going to be a big boy. But it comes in a tin. There's no paperwork in that. I don't know if there was anything in here. And it has little foam to hold everything in nice and snug. And there's foam in the bottom. And that's all I see down in there. And wrapped up in its own little cloth. It is a huge backlock red jig bone. It's actually a very cool knife, but it's big. I mean, that is this Illuminati. If you watch this is a U knife. This would fit right in with what you do, what you would like. But it is, like I said, it's a black back lock, easy for me to say, and it's a cool knife. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I know most of the Rough Riders, unless it's one of the really high-end ones, aren't super expensive. I'd say this one's probably a $25, $30 knife, just because of the size of it. And it's in D2. So, I mean, hold on a minute. Let me, from front to back, we're talking basically 9 3/4 inches long, people. So, it's a big knife. And I'm not a fan of backlocks because I always have issues doing that. So, that is a second knife in this list if you guys are interested. Oops, I guess oh well. They'll go like this. Maybe that'll make it slide in and out of the canister a little bit easier doing it like that. Oh, I see why. It's because of the humpity hump is what's making it a pain to get into the tin. So I wonder if I can wedge it in there. If you want this paperwork, I'll shove it in there, but it's not going to be pretty. There we go. That is another item. Let's see here. Then we have, let's see here, Bear Ops. This is an auto. And actually, it's a very cool little auto, and it is a USA made one. I don't know if, at least I think it's a USA made. I'm like 90% sure. Yep, it's just right there on the box. It says made in the USA. It's aluminum scales, I'm positive, and the paint that's on it, because I'm pretty sure that was just painted, is flaking off. I'm sure you can, yep, you should be able to see it through there. But, oops, unlock, Kelly. It's a cool little auto out the side. It's a solid little beast to put in your pocket. Not that it's little, but it's not a big knife, especially after that Rough Rider. Everything's going to be small compared to that after that Rough Rider. But this is a very cool little auto, but I'm pretty sure this isn't an expensive one. Maybe $100 knife, probably ish. In that, with the aluminum scales and whatnot. But it's a USA made blade, so they say it is. So just saying, if you're looking for a inexpensive out the side USA made auto, that might be something you'd be interested in. There's that. And let's see here, what else do we have? Well, let's do the Bestech. We'll save the Hogue auto for last. Now this is a Bestech D2 Hornet. I don't know if this one was mine or Brian's. This one was Brian's. Yep. I think I sold mine or traded mine away, because mine was red. But this hasn't been used in so long that I don't even know if they make this anymore. But if you like Bestech, the Hornets are actually very nice. That black and blue G10, you know, it's got a deep carry clip. It is a two-tone. It's in D2, but it's not a huge knife, but it's a good size knife. Steel liners, I'm 99% sure, because it wasn't an expensive knife. I think, God, off the top of my head, maybe $30, $40 knife, maybe. But it is a good, solid knife to carry. It's not a light one either, so if you're expecting light ones for this, that's not a light one. It's a little chunker. And then the last but not least is a Hogue Auto, and it is the EXA04. And it's number 34433 with the upswept black finish 154 cm steel blade with G10 G-Mascus blue lava frame, and it's a 3.5 inch blade. I had a red one of these that I traded away or sold. Actually, I think I sold it. But this one's Brian's, obviously with the black G10. And I know he carried it a few times. I'm trying to sit there and see if I can see any wear on the clip. I don't even see anything on the clip. At least I think he carried it a few times. It looks in pretty good shape. It takes some oomph to get that lock disengaged, but it hits hard also. It's another one you want to make sure you hold on to. One thing I don't like about these particular knives is its clip is not, yeah. But it's a good solid knife. Like I said, it's 154 cm. And the number is EXA04. Awesome little knife, it really is. If he carried it, we would probably keep it, but he's like me, he's kind of gotten away from autos. And honestly, we may have more autos in there. We've thinned them out some to put them up here and see how they do, and we may end up doing more in the future, depending on how it goes. You got a Hogue sticker, you got the Troll Candy, and you got care and maintenance and the information on it. So that's all of that. And I think that's it for this video. And I have right now one more video that'll be coming after that with knives in it. And there's a couple, I think, autos left in it also, like a Boker's. So don't get your hopes up that it's going to be super high-end knives, because they're not going to be. But anyway, get with me. Like I said, if you check the other ones out by now, I'm sure you know the drill. You guys have a wonderful day. Many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.